Hi, this is Tanya Armour. I decided to go ahead and do the YouTube because I know I've been speaking to several of my fellow small business owners, and I just received new information about the Payroll Protection Program. So that's the program that we've been kind of waiting and anticipating new information from. This is different from the loan directly from SBA. The one directly from SBA has been available for a while, and in fact, they just recently streamlined it earlier, yesterday. So this one is the one that we've been waiting for, that actually goes up to 10 million, and that comes from SBA lenders. So first thing about this program, we need to know that the program is should be used for payroll, interest on mortgages, utilities, and rent. So of course, it's not the actual mortgage payment, but interest on mortgages, okay? Rents, utilities. They're not actually going to use the money to pay down your mortgage, all right? And this again is for your business mortgage. Let's talk about this program. They finally have given out the details from SBA, and the program will be available. They will start processing applications on Friday, April 3rd. All right, so first, the funds are in the form of loans that are fully forgiven when used for payroll costs, interest on mortgages, rent, and utilities, all right? But because there's probably going to be a high subscription, meaning that there'll probably be a lot of people applying for these loans. With that being said, that means that really 75% of the forgiven amount must be for payroll cost, all right? Loan payments will also be deferred for 6 months. So no collateral or personal guarantees are required. That is not changed. Neither the government nor lenders will charge small businesses. So no one should pay any fees to a lender for this program. SBA is taking care of that for you. All right. So don't worry about it. Neither government nor lenders are charging any small businesses any fees. Now, there's caveats to this. We must keep employees on payroll or rehire quickly. That's important because forgiveness is based on the employer maintaining or quickly rehiring employees and maintaining salary levels. So forgiveness will be reduced if full-time headcount declines or salaries and wages decrease. I already know there's going to be some questions about that, but we'll get to that later, all right? But number one, also, all small businesses are eligible. Small businesses with 500 or fewer employees, including nonprofits, veterans organizations, tribal concerns, self-employed individuals, sole proprietorships, and independent contractors. They're all eligible. Businesses with more than 500 employees are eligible in only certain industries. That's mostly like the airline industry. So starting April 3rd, 2020, small businesses and sole proprietorships can apply. Starting April 10th, 2020, independent contractors and self-employed individuals can apply. We encourage you to apply as quickly as you can because there is a funding cap. All right? So some of you have already put applications in. That's a good thing. Have them sitting in queue. That's perfect. So your lender will be contacting you and letting you know the documentation that's needed. And that way you're already in line. You can apply through any existing SBA 7A lender or through any federally insured depository institution, any bank, all right? Any federally insured credit union and farm credit system institution that is participating. Other regulated lenders will be available to make these loans once they are approved and enrolled in this program. You should talk to your lender to make sure that they are participating in this program. All loans will have the same terms regardless of the lender or the borrower. And if you ever need to find out if a lender that you're working with is eligible for this program, go to sba.gov, www.sba.gov. All right, and the Paycheck Protection Program is implemented by the Small Business Administration with support from the Department of Treasury. Lenders should also go to sba.gov and coronavirus.gov for more information. All right, so all of this information will be on coronastimulus2020.biz. That way you can download it, the information yourself, including a copy of the application. There are also a couple of lender links in there as well. All right, so now back to the information. This is for the borrowers. What you need to apply. You're going to need the application. You're going to need the Paycheck Protection Program application, and you're going to need to submit it along with your documentation to an approved SBA lender. You have to do this by June 30th, 2020. Now, the documentation that they're going to need is going to be the information to verify your payroll. All right, so we're going to one of the questions that people ask, do you need to look for other funds first before applying to this program? Because you know how SBA and disaster loans normally work. You have to exhaust all other avenues first. No, not with this program. SBA is waiving the usual SBA requirement that you have to try to obtain some or all of your loan funds from other sources. So that requirement is no longer there. No need to worry about that. The next thing also, this program is only again until June 30th, 2020. We encourage you to apply as quickly as possible because there is a funding cap and lenders need time to process your loan. How many times can you take this loan out? Just this one time. Only one time. And what can I use these loans for? You can use them again for payroll costs, including benefits, interest on mortgage obligations. All of these, the mortgage had to be incurred before February 15, 2020. Rent under lease agreements in force before February 15, 2020. And utilities for which service began before February 15, 2020. All these things had to be in place before the time of the crisis, February 15th, which is the official date. What counts as payroll cost? Well, that's salary, wages, commissions, or tips capped at $100,000 on an annual basis for each employee. Salary benefits, including costs for vacation, parental, family, medical, and sick leave, allowance for separation or dismissal, payments required for the provisions of group health care benefits, including insurance premiums, payment of any retired benefit, state and local taxes assessed on compensation, and for sole proprietorship or an independent contractor, wages, commissions, income, or net earnings from self-employment capped at $100,000. How large can the loan be? Loans can be up to 2 months of your average monthly payroll costs from the last year, plus an additional 25% of that amount. So we're taking your average monthly payroll costs from last year, and we're saying 2 months of that plus 25%. Okay? That amount is subject to a $10 million cap. If you're seasonal or a new business, we will use different applicable time periods for your calculation. Payroll costs will be capped at $100,000 annualized for each employee. The loan will be forgiven again for anything for payroll costs as long as payroll costs are 75% of the loan. All right? And also the most important part that we talked about this is that this is all based on you maintaining your staff and your payroll. The whole point of the stimulus is to keep people working. Even if they're not, it's to keep people on payroll. That's why we're giving the money to the businesses. We're sending, it's $2 trillion set aside for government and for businesses, particularly just to keep people paycheck coming in so they can continue to pay their bills, to pay their utilities, to pay their rent. That's the whole point, keeping people on payroll. So you will owe money if you don't maintain your payroll. If you let go of your staff or let go of your payroll or decrease hours, you will end up owing money with this loan. Your loan forgiveness will be reduced if you decrease your full-time employee headcount. Your loan forgiveness will also be reduced if you decrease salaries and wages by more than 25% for any employee that made less than $100,000 in 2019. But you do have, this is the cap, this is a good thing. You have until June 30th, 2020 to restore your full-time employment and salary levels for any changes made between February 15, 2020 and April 26, 2020. So basically what you need to do, if you've already let people go, if you've already reduced hours because there was nothing there, because you needed your business to survive, right now, once you receive the loan, you have to rehire everyone, and they're giving you until June 30th to do it. But you have to rehire and get everyone back to where they were before. All right. How do you request a loan forgiveness? Because it's not automatic. You submit a request to the lender that is servicing the loan. The request will include documents that verify the number of full-time equivalent employees and pay rates, as well as the payments on eligible mortgages, lease, and utility obligations. You must certify the documents are true and that you use the forgiveness amount to keep employees and make eligible mortgage interest, rent, and utility payments. The lender must make a decision on the forgiveness within 60 days. What's the interest rate? 0.5% fixed rate. When do I start paying interest on my loan? All payments are deferred for 6 months. However, interest will continue to accrue over that 6-month period. So you have 6 months that you don't have to pay. Interest is accruing the entire time though. Okay? Your loan is due in 2 years. You can always pay it off early. There's no prepayment penalty. Do you have to pledge any collateral for these loans? That's a big one. Okay? So most of the time with SBA, you have to put up collateral. No, not this time. No collateral is required. There's not even a personal guarantee on the loan. So there's no personal guarantee. But if the proceeds are used for fraudulent purposes, the U.S. government will pursue criminal charges against you. So this is not just free money. Can't just go out and just say, okay, there's no collateral. I don't have to put my personal guarantee on it, whatever, and you don't use it right. No, they're going to prosecute you. They're going to come after you criminally. All right? So now that we got the personal guarantee and the no collateral out the way and all the specifics there, I'm going to do another video specifically for borrowers to let you know exactly what you need to submit for your loan so you'll be ready. How do you document your payroll? How do you document these items? I'm going to go ahead and give you a list of documentation, a checklist of every document that you would need and how to submit that. And again, this loan is the same. The interest rate is the same no matter what bank. The criteria is the same no matter what bank. Everybody's on level playing field. Okay? There's not going to be anything different. No matter what lender you go to, no matter what business, everyone has the same criteria. Okay? So, and also again, go to coronastimulus2020.biz, coronastimulus2020.biz, and you can also get all of this information downloaded so you can read it yourself. Thanks.